Welcome to week 12, your online lab class for hydraulics. What I'm going to do is just a little bit of a cleanup right now. We're not going to have a lesson. Obviously, we've done all the labs. We've covered all of the material. So I'm not going to, there's no lesson. There's just kind of an announcement of what's going on with the final exams, plural. I'm going to give you a heads up on the theory exam as well. So the lab exam is next week, and we can see that in the schedule. I'm going to go to the labs and I'm going to go to the schedule. We can see here we are in week 13. We have the lab exam. In week 13 is the lab exam. So what's going to happen is that will be during your online lab class. Yeah. So essentially when you need to write your lab exam is during your Thursday 8:55 online lab class. You do not go to any of your in-lab classes. Yeah, so next week, just don't even go into school for hydraulics. Obviously, you've done all your labs already. Next week, in week 13, on Thursday at 8:55, you can go to the Blackboard collaborative session that you regularly go to for your lab, for your online lab classes, and I'll have a link posted with the exam. You can just go there and click on that if you like. You can meet us at 8:55. Me and Satish and Arturo, we're going to be here. You can meet us at 8:55, and we're just going to do a little preamble or answer some questions or whatever. And we're also, someone's going to be here during the entire time you're doing your lab exam, so that if you have any questions, you can pop on and you can answer. You can type in a question, say, "Hey, wait a second, what? So, and then we'll answer that question. So there you go. So that's what's going on next week. During your online lab class, your scheduled online lab class for your lab. I said lab twice, doesn't matter. Yeah, at 8:55 on Thursday. I don't know how to say that any more clearly. In week 13, on Thursday at 8:55, you will take your lab exam. It's going to be an Automation Studio drawing that you have to draw. You might as well use some of the resources from your other labs. So that's fine. You don't have to start from scratch. We just want to test your ability to see if you can design a circuit. Yeah, the circuit won't specifically be like any of the labs, but it'll have similar components. So if you want to take a couple of the labs and share some of the components and rechange them and resave it as a lab exam and upload it, that's fine. Whatever resources you need to use is perfectly acceptable. Okay, good. So, pardon me. When you're done your lab, you'll have instructions for the type of circuit you'll have to build. There are a whole bunch of different exams that are written, and your Blackboard test will randomize the one that you get. You draw the circuit in Automation Studio. Once you're done, download it to your computer and then upload it onto the exam itself, and then we'll mark it, and that's how that's going to work. So, any questions about the lab exam, you can email me or Satish. Any further questions about scheduling, I don't think you'll have any because you know when it is. It is next Thursday in week 13 at 8:55 on Thursday, which I said many times. Okay, there you go. So you know when it is. And again, if you want, you can meet us in the Blackboard collaborative session that I'll have a link there in the exam. You can meet us there if you have any questions. And we're going to do like maybe a little preamble at the beginning of the lab, or Satish might or something. I don't know. We'll be there. If you have any questions, then you can ask. If not, just hit the exam. Just go and do the exam. But of course, if you have any questions, you can jump on the Blackboard session because someone will be there during the whole lab class for any feedback. Good. So that's that about the lab. The final exam is going to be in week 14. So the theory exam will be in week 14, and it will be during your theory class. So whenever you have your theory class scheduled, go to that. That's when you're going to write your exam. It'll be completely online. Okay, there you go. And that's that. And it's been a blast. And I will see you guys next week if you want to visit the Blackboard collaborative session. But if not, you can just hit the exam. And that's it. Any questions? Give me an email. Oh, goodbye.